What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video with Deep Talks with B, and today I wanted to talk about virtual reality and augmented reality. So I stumbled across a couple of videos and I started watching, and it's scary in one hand and it's really cool in the other. And the reason why I feel like it's scary is it's not a mystery anymore. There's a lot of us that were glued to our smartphones. I mean, honestly, we're walking around with our smartphones, we're grocery shopping with our smartphones, we wake up, we're checking our smartphones, we go to bed, with our smartphone. Like, our smartphone is always on our body. It's pretty much become like an attachment of ourselves. It's an accessory that we always have on us. It's just almost an extension, of humankind now. And if the way you think about it is the internet is what changed the entire world. Honestly, the internet is everywhere. It has changed the way we communicate, the way we interact, the way we socialize, the way, everything is done, the way we can buy things, the way we can sell things, everything. So the internet is a huge thing, right? And now that we're moving towards virtual reality and augmented reality, I wanted to bring up an idea, and I wanted to know if you guys can kind of make sense of this. So right now we're living in the third dimension, and everything is 3D, everything we see is real, and majority of what we see is real. And this is reality as we know it. This is our conscience, this is our conscious reality, and this is the place that we all end up. This is like the platform that we all end up. When we wake up, when we go to bed, this is where we are. This is what is known to be real. And the fourth dimension now I want to talk about is what I believe is going to be virtual reality and augmented reality. The fact that we're going to have contact lenses, or we're going to have, headsets, or we're going to have HUDs or something that's going to be essentially us tapping into a new world on top of the world we're already living in. So if you think about it, that is essentially the idea of a fourth dimension. It's reality, but it's not reality. It's what we're tricking our minds to believe is real, even though the third reality or the third dimension is reality. So I know that is kind of wordy and it's kind of hard to understand, but the way that virtual reality is going, I feel like it's going to become this place, this beautiful, imaginable place that it's going to become so real that we're not going to know the difference between virtual reality or reality itself. So we're going to end up having discrepancies and conflicts where what we believe is real is not real, and what is real is, or what is not real is real. So honestly, I feel like that's coming. It's heading in our direction. Give or take another 5 to 15, 20 years, and I feel like it's going to be something that's easily taken on by the public, taken on by the majority, pushed on us by the masses. And I'm not going to say it's a bad thing. I'm just going to say it's going to once again change the way that we communicate with each other, and how we socialize with each other, and how we interact. We're slowly being pushed from just being humans to being cyborgs, and cyborgs are part machine and part human. And in a way, it's really cool. Technological advancements, especially when it comes to our bodies, the idea of it is really cool, but it can also be really dangerous. And I feel like there's going to be things that a lot of people are going to just kind of let go and not remember. It's kind of like the idea that all of our currencies are going digital. It's the fact that not really a whole lot of people carry around money anymore. It's all on, online banking, internet banking, attached to debit cards, credit cards, loans, whatever. And my point I'm trying to get at is we're slowly losing more of what we can actually feel and experience, and it's becoming more of a make-believe, fabricated kind of society. And I don't want to get too deep on you guys, but I'm just saying, I hope in this process we don't lose human consciousness and human thought and feeling and perception all at once and all in its entirety, because we are very much human. And yes, people want to believe that we are all flawed and we all have imperfections, but I feel like that is the beauty of the world in a certain way, is that if all of us were perfect and we were all machines and we would all, you know exactly what to say and exactly what to do, it wouldn't really, allow for as much creativity, and there wouldn't be a lot of differences between us. We would all become this perfect, functioning, efficient. There would be nothing that would stand us apart. So I'm feeling personally that this virtual reality and this augmented reality, the direction that we're heading in technology, is really cool, but at the same time it's also something that's really, really scary. And just the fact that there's going to be a lot of people that are, they're going to live in this world and it's going to be 24/7. There's not going to be the difference between reality and this fourth dimensional virtual reality world. So it's going to be all people know, it's going to be all people can recognize and experience, and I just don't really know how that's going to shape the world. The world is heading into this very, we are becoming the internet. We are, as humanity, we are becoming the internet. We are becoming computers ourselves. And to me personally, I feel like that is something that is pretty scary. But at the same time though, technology changes, the world is changing, the world is always changing and advancing, and trying to make the world a more fun and a better place, and cooler experiences for the human race and whatever else. But once again, I just want to remind people that virtual reality and augmented reality is going to be just like what happened with the internet. It's going to explode and it's going to take over, and everybody's going to have this virtual reality. Everybody's going to be connected and in this machine. And it's just, remember who you are, and remember, that nothing like this comes without consequences. So it's just one of those things when we accepted the internet so quickly, and I love the internet. Everybody loves the internet. But in a way, there's a lot of people who became very antisocial because of it. Now, I'm not saying it's everybody, and I'm not even saying it's the internet's fault. It just made it more convenient to talk to people over texts or calling them instead of having to go and, knock on their door or whatever. But at the end of the day, though, it's the in-person socialization that's important, because that's what keeps you human, right? It's not over digital screens and, stuff like that. So virtual reality and augmented reality, I believe, is a way of the future. I honestly believe it's going to happen really soon. It's going to happen quicker than we expect. It's going to be something that's going to be easily adaptable because it's already being worked on. It's being worked on for years now, and it's going to have the same kind of impact as the internet, but now we're going to have the impact of the internet and virtual reality all on planet Earth. So it is going to be quite the experience to be living here and experience this. Like I said, guys, it's just something that's going to be very, very interesting. Don't lose who you are. Don't become a psychopathic robot, okay? So virtual reality, it's got a lot of benefits. It would be really, really cool to experience new worlds, new fantasy worlds and lands and stuff like that. And, experience things you might not be able to experience on a regular day-to-day basis. But just remember that there's no possible way that things like this don't come without consequences. So just keep that in mind. This video is a little bit all over the place, but virtual reality, guys, is one of those things that I'm putting it on my map as something that's going to become very, very big. It's not even a question, it's just a matter of when. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, drop a couple comments. I would really, really appreciate to hear what you guys think about virtual reality and the idea of the fourth dimension being virtual reality headsets, or the experience of a new world, like a layer on top of the third dimension that is going to be virtual reality. And just let me know what you guys think of virtual reality in the first place. If you think it's a good thing, if it's a bad thing, just drop your opinions. I'd really appreciate to be able to read what you guys think if you guys stumble upon this video. It's really cool to me to talk about stuff like this with people and just kind of bounce ideas back and forth. So once again, thank you for watching this video. I truly do appreciate it. Peace out, guys.